Hello, Follow Session family. This is Pro Staffer Heather Sellon, and today I am with my little brother, Ryan.
Howdy.
And we're going to talk about some fun stories that we had growing up, some things we've experienced. We've been on a very similar journey hunting-wise. Neither of us really did it super young, and
not really growing up.
Yeah, it wasn't what our family did. But we've kind of grown into it and enjoyed it. We've done some charter fishing trips. We've salmon and walleye. We've done a lot of pan fishing, bunny hunting.
A lot of bunny hunting.
Yep. A little bit of squirrel hunting. A lot of hiking. A lot of hiking,
just getting outdoors.
Yes.
Just kind of getting in tune with nature.
Yes. Had a lot of fun growing up. We'd go up to Ludington State Park. That was our big family vacation, and we'd go fishing.
Go kayak fishing.
Yep, along the
fishing by the dam that was up there.
Yeah, the dam. There was the boardwalk, and we'd fish along that as well. A lot of panfish. Is that where you caught your first pike?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and then you caught.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I thought it was Hamlin Lake that you caught the first one. So yeah, we just had a lot of fun, in our youth, being outside, growing up on the farm. That was always something that we were expected to do and grew up doing. How long have you been hunting, would you say? When did you actually start hunting?
I probably started when I was in college. Towards the end, that's when I kind of took into like hunter safety and got into deer hunting. That's when Todd got me into hunting and archery. So probably 10, 15 years, I'd say.
And Ryan has also been with us along the journey with Remy and getting into bird hunting. He's gone pheasant hunting and checker hunting with us. So that's been a lot of fun as he's got to watch that. I mean, he's a dog lover to begin with, and then to watch, her start to grow and mature. For those that don't know, she's our almost 3-year-old Vishla, and she is a bundle of energy, and
she's a Tasmanian devil.
She is.
If you have to watch her.
Yes, she just goes around and around and around and around, and she's just never stops. But it's been a lot of fun having him come along. Bird hunting is something that I've wanted to learn how to do, and I've got a long way to go in learning that. But it's been fun having him along in the journey. So we did this past summer. We went on the walleye trip. I think that was.
Yeah, we went down to Lake Erie.
Yep.
Near Sandusky, Toledo area between them.
Yeah.
And that was a blast going out into Lake Erie and getting to see my nieces go out and catch some. So
it's a lot.
We
maxed out. It was a lot of fun because our oldest Tala, she adores her Uncle Ryan, like adores. They're best friends, but they trash talk each other. And
trash talk never goes good for me. I start going in, and then I just go downhill, and then she just
Tala wins. So he caught a really nice walleye. I don't even know how big it was, but it was the biggest one of the trip at that point. And so, of course, he's showing off.
It was like one of the first ones we got. So,
and so anyway, he's showing it off to her. How long do you think it was before she caught the next one?
Less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10
Probably
minutes.
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I would say biggest one of the trip.
Biggest one of the trip. We still have not heard the end of it. And when we went out to Colorado fishing, she caught the biggest rainbow there as well. So she's known to catch the biggest fish when we're hunting or when we're fishing. And in fact, she hasn't let it down. She's let me know that she's the better hunter. So that's kind of a.
She did get a better deal than you have, and me. I'll say that.
Combined. Yeah, combined.
Yeah, we're like 0 for whatever, but
yeah. Hey, at least we've got similar deer.
Yeah.
but yeah, we've just had a really great time growing up and enjoying the outdoors. What have been some of your favorite outdoor experiences? Thinking back.
I mean, we kind of touched on the walleye trip. I
Hmm.
love going out there. I love seeing my nieces out there fishing in that. But kind of where it started is Uncle Ron got us into fishing in that,
Hmm.
going up to him coming down from Wisconsin, meeting us at Ludington in
Yep.
Michigan, and taking us out on the Hamlin. Uh,
Yep.
did some walleye out there, but a lot of panfish,
Hmm.
a bluegill, perch, bass. Catching a couple of like first bass with him was real. Um, I mean, inspirational. So, and got me into fishing pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
So
it was fun going. We haven't done it in a few years, but going up to salmon fish and lake trout fish up along Sleeping Bear Dunes. So in Michigan, we have a national lake shore. We have a couple. We have two of them, but the one closest to us is Sleeping Bear Dunes, and we'll do charter fishing out of Fishtown, which is like our favorite place to go. We love
hmm
Fishtown, and this town is just it's Leland, right? And then Fishtown
yeah,
is in,
town's Leland, and then
yeah,
there's an old fishing village that they called Fishtown that still has a active commercial fishery and just kind of like the old like 1900s. I mean,
shanties. Like they've
shanties and that
redone
along
them, and it's
the river.
yeah, it's so cool. You'll see the salmon come in. Um, but anyway, yeah, we'll go salmon fishing and lake trout fishing along the dunes and that national lake shore, and it's just absolutely stunning. There's the Manitou Islands that you can see, and it's so pretty. Um, it's just I love going up there.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
probably that's
I
probably one of
never.
my favorite places.
Well, growing up, we always did like I said, the panfish and that. So never got into big lake and like the salmon fishing, doing charters and that.
Hmm.
So that was doing those the last couple of years has been a blast too. To get out and do that because new experience, do something challenging that you've never done. So
How so growing up on a farm and now getting involved with hunting and being outdoors and with your career in Parks and Rec, how has conservation started to play more into what because I know that's very important to you. How has that started to really I mean, did that play into it, or how did you start to
yeah,
get excited about conservation?
I'd say. I mean, growing up, kind of a small town farm,
Hmm.
it has a big deal to do with it.
Hmm.
Because we were always outside. We didn't grow up
Yeah,
with like too much TV watching or video games. So we were outside. So we were always
we
just
had
kind
like
of,
3 channels.
yeah, three channels. That's on a good day.
That's on a good
That's when the
day.
clouds are right. Um,
The tinfoil was right.
yeah, and the wind's blowing. Um,
Yes.
so just growing up, I mean, being part of F or 4-H,
Yeah.
um, having animals, just being on the land, just walking, just knowing different parts of your property that
Hmm.
we lived on, and I mean, might not be hunting, but you're always in tune with kind of nature and that, and
Hmm.
where you're at. So they had a big part because I ended up going to Grand Valley for natural resource
Hmm.
management. Didn't really have kind of an inkling to do anything like indoors. I
Hmm.
mean, growing up outside, always being outside, I wanted to do something outside. So drove me kind of that path of being in the DNR. So um, it's where I kind of stuck, and I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
every day's. I mean, we don't do too much in conservation of like animals at the
Yeah.
park. I work for the parks in
Hmm.
Michigan, so you're not dealing with animals and all that. You're dealing with kind of, I mean, the other animal is people
Yep.
camping and coming out to recreate at your park. So yeah, it has a big deal of just growing up and being outside and respecting nature and
I will say, during the summer when I work there, so I work as a nature guide or explorer guide during the summer. I it it's always a lot of fun for me to talk to people about the outdoors. Um, and I don't get a lot of like negative hunting conversations, but just conservation and all that. And it's people want to know, and people are really curious, and people want to learn about nature. So it's always really fun to get those questions in the summer, and hope that we can help educate people a little bit more
Yeah.
about what we have around us. I mean, we're so blessed in the part of Michigan that we live. There's so much water. We've got Lake Michigan. Well, Lake Michigan's how far from your house?
Like
5, 10 minutes.
like 5 minutes. Well, like
Yeah, and it's
2.5 miles.
yeah, and we're about 15. I mean, about 15 minutes away. Sometimes 20, 25, depending on traffic. Um, we're not far from the big lake. There's rivers everywhere. Um, gorgeous woods. Um, and then we like to go up north, obviously, to the cabin. So we've started to try to run Remy at the cabin for woodcocks. So haven't had any luck with that yet, but we know they're here. We see them in the summer. We
See them in summer. She knows we're here.
Yeah.
Or they're here.
I think they're hiding from her. We haven't been able to locate them yet, but it's been fun coming up here and trying our hand at that and exploring. Have you been able to go fishing on the river much?
I did it once when my dad first got the property up here for about 5-10 minutes, and
So yeah, our dad has got property on the Pier Marquette, which is salmon, steelhead, and then in the spring it's got some browns that go through.
browns and rainbows and that.
Yeah,
So
and that's I'm so excited to try um, brown trout fishing this spring when the mayflies hit. But we got a little ways before
yeah,
that happens. Um, but yeah, I'm excited to. I don't know how to learn. I haven't learned how to fish this river yet, so I'm hoping, in the spring I can take some lessons someplace.
well, it's like I said before, it's a new river, and then I grew up like pan fishing, so it's a different type of fishing too. So
Yes.
it's all got to come together, and
Hmm.
I've gone fly fishing and waders and that on different rivers and haven't had much luck, but gone up different times of day that not the best, but
Yeah.
it's always a learning experience.
Yeah. No, it's and I think that's part of the journey when you're starting something new and trying a new hobby is to explore and not to be afraid to make mistakes. I mean, I know when we've gone out with Fall Obsession and went to the snow goose hunt, I had no idea what I was doing. And it was, a brand new gun, brand new type of hunting. And, that journey of learning how to do it is just so memorable and so much fun.
Hmm.
Um, and honestly, it might be more of it than what you harvest. Um, and being able to take our girls out and have them experience it too has been a lot of fun. So, especially since Tala has a bit bigger deer than I do.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you just touched on it. It's getting out there, and if you don't see anything, it's just being out there and enjoying it.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what we did growing up. Kind of the MO, just getting out and enjoying the land, enjoying nature.
Hmm.
Whether you're hiking on your property, hiking in a state park or national park
Hmm.
or anything so like that, or around us we got a lot of good county parks. So
Yeah.
just getting out and
Yeah.
enjoying it. You don't have to. You can. I've seen a lot of um, different wildlife on hikes that you don't see during hunting season. So
Yeah.
um,
What if you think to the future and you think about different like hunts or experiences, what would be some of them on your bucket list?
one of mine would probably be out west elk hunting.
Yeah.
Yep, I think that would be just getting out. Like I said, I like hiking and that,
Hmm.
just kind of being out.
Get
Even
out in
if
the
I'm
mountains.
out in the mountains.
Hmm.
Even if I'm not out there shooting, I mean, if I'm with there, I'm help. I guess shameless. I'll help you pack it out if I'm going. So, but that'd probably be one of my
that's
bucket
that's
lists.
a true statement that I want to go experience elk hunting, and if I don't like just to experience it, to hear them with that bugle
Hmm.
in fall, I think sound would be just absolutely epic and a lot of fun
Yeah,
to experience and to enjoy. I do want to do caribou. That's my big one. I want to do an Alaskan caribou.
that'd be pretty cool.
I want to do a helo hog hunt, helicopter hog hunt. I think would be a blast.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we get a lot of people at our state park along Lake Michigan and Muskegon. A lot of big dunes and that. They come out there and they hike and get ready for going out west.
Yeah, that's a really good point. We've had
go out there, grab all their gear, and they just hike the dunes, trying to get their stamina up and that. So
yeah, I've had a lot of people from Coopersville that I know that have come out there. You'll see pictures of them, and they'll have, and it's interesting to see it as they do it because you can see the weight being added as they're hiking the dunes. Because we've got some pretty impressive.
They're not mountains, but they're the best things we got. So
yeah, and they're hard to walk up.
You walk through some loose sand, it's a workout.
There's yeah, especially if there's an emergency or something. And you've got to get through that sand quickly. It's exhausting.
Yep, like a dune fire.
Like a dune fire that your brother sends you to the top of the dune to go be lookout at 2:00 in the afternoon.
That's what you can do when you're the boss of her. You can send her to the top of the dune.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I forgot about that. But there are a lot of people that come and will do that in the area. So, but yeah, I agree with you. An elk hunt out west would be pretty incredible.
That one, or like a pheasant hunt out in like South Dakota, or like out in the plains would be fun too.
Yeah, funny you say that. With a pheasant, I have this. I want to learn how to grouse hunt. I don't know how to grouse hunt, and that's partly why I got Remy. Is I just enjoy the upland bird, hunting. I like to hike, and I feel like hiking and bird hunting are just such a great combination for me. I don't always sit still well. And
well, you like hiking and you like bird watching, so
I'm a huge bird watcher. So yeah, that is a good point. I like to eat bird too. So
there you go.
But there's some up in the Benzie County area. There's a grouse management unit. So I do want to go check that out and see for next October. I'd like to do a day where we get up there. I'd love to go to the UP and do it. However, that would take Todd away from deer hunting in October, and I just don't know if that's going to.
Oh, you keep talking about birds, and your bird dog over there just keeps whining.
I know. So Remy's right off camera with Todd, and she is beside herself right now because she knows that anytime we're like, "Oh, you want to go get birds? You want to go find birds?" and her ears go up. And she just gets so excited. So, you want to come see Mama? Come here. Come here. So, let me show you Remy. This is Remy. Can you say hi to everyone? Do you feel better now that you're here? Do you want to lay right here? Nope, you're done. You're good now?
She's good.
Okay, you can go back to Dad.
There's no birds over here.
There's no birds. But no, to get her out and get to really get her on some grouse, and then to learn it and to make that whole journey with her. A lot of people don't know with Remy, her and I did the natural ability test, which was completely new territory for me. And got up super early right after school, gotten out, drove across the state, and we were able to. She was a prize 2, and I think she could have easily been a prize 1. I think a lot of it was human error with that testing, but just for her and I to do that together was something I'll never forget. And she's a cool dog. She's crazy, Tasmanian devil, but she's a lot of fun. And I'm so thankful for our trainers and our breeders for all the help that they have given us with her. Like having good people, good hunters in your corner to teach you is so important. So that's been really awesome. So yeah, and I know you enjoy watching her.
Yeah, seeing her go out there, and it's another form of hunting that I'm not familiar with. Upland birds. So I'm kind of sitting back and just kind of watching, taking it in, and seeing her do her thing, and it's It's amazing.
Yeah.
See some of those younger dogs,
Well,
it's that instinct that's already there.
she goes absolutely crazy, just absolutely crazy. And then she gets to the bird, and it's just like just an absolute crawl to get though. It's like, boom, she's quiet and calm and just on point. So she's fun. She's
Hi,
fun.
Junie.
So the other dogs have come and come here, Ashes. Come on. Coming down to see us. So what else have been some of your favorite memories of being outside? Tell us about your first year.
So I guess I'll go back. So obviously I work for the DNR, Michigan. Work for the parks. Started off up north in Traverse City area. Was working at a little park up there called Leelanau State Park, which is open to hunting.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. Like some of our parks are open and others are not.
Yep. So we have a lot of rec areas, about 104 state parks and rec areas. So I was working up at Leelanau, and after work one day, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to go out hunting," and so went out, got onto a couple, and thought it was a lot bigger than I anticipated, but shot it and pretty much probably shot the spots off of it. So not one of the biggest ones, so not anything to brag about. So it doesn't take much to beat it, even if you're my sister or my niece.
Yeah.
So I ended up just donating it to a family up there, and they were really grateful. So
yeah,
coming from that county and staying in that county and feeding their family. So
yeah,
that's the only deal that I've gotten. So I mean,
and mine was about the same size, so I really can't. I can't give him too much grief for that. Mine was pretty little too, but that's okay. That one tasted really good. So.
So I mean that one is good. Going out and bunny hunting with friends and family and meeting different people bunny hunting is always fun, especially to kind of break that cabin fever.
Yeah.
So going out there,
especially when it gets to be the dark and dreary days before the nice weather hits. It's fun to go out and walk around and have something to do, get some exercise.
Well, at Grand Rapids a couple days ago, their local news said that we had 5 minutes of sunlight in January.
Yeah.
Over the course of like 4 or 5 days. That was like 6 days. So
yeah,
we got a lot more since then, but January can get pretty gloomy. So you get out and do whatever you can.
Yeah. Yeah. It's January is a really, really dreary month in Michigan. We're noticing the blue sky a couple days ago, and I was like, what is that? Like, that's blue sky. What the heck? It's crazy how cloudy it gets here.
Well, yeah, so going out bunny hunting. Growing up doing a lot of fishing. So
have you done much ice fishing? That's one thing I haven't done. I haven't ice fished.
Done it a couple times in that.
Okay.
So a lot of like panfish.
Yeah.
Went for bluegill, crappie, caught some perch. Well, last year. Actually, so.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we have a bunch of inland lakes that are really cool. A lot of lakes around us, so we're, like I said, we're really lucky with that. Yeah, I've would like to try that as well.
Oh,
it is cold. Yeah.
Oh,
maybe I can make it out to Minnesota and see Andy and Drew out there for some ice fishing. Ashes, are you comfortable? We have a puppy laying right at the base of the camera, so she I think she's content, but she doesn't want to come on camera. She's a little shy.
I'm surprised we survived this long with it not knocking over.
So yeah, it is like pretty impressive. Right now. Yeah, but it's been fun to come up here and get away from the hustle and bustle of life and to enjoy some time up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you have any advice for, as we wrap this up, do you have any advice for people who are wanting to get into a new into hunting or a different part of hunting or camping or fishing? What advice do you have for that person who might be a little bit afraid to jump in?
Anything like camping, hunting, you got someone good that's done it or experienced, listen. Always be open minded, and respect everything. I mean, respect
Hmm.
your equipment, especially that's where you train with it.
Yep.
You're going
Yeah.
camping. Big thing here, respecting the land, the lakes, because anything can turn on you, and just um, being open and just learn as much as you can. Just be what is this, open sponge, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good
Taking it all
explanation.
in.
Yeah,
So
take it all in. And I think it's, that's important to point is we never know it all. We
no,
never know it all, and we're constantly learning stuff. So, yeah, just I like that analogy, being open sponge, and just keep learning and
yep, you're gonna
being
fail.
good. Yeah, you're gonna fail.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and then you're gonna
fail
fail again.
and again and again, but enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey that it takes.
Yeah.
So thank you, Ryan, for joining us today on this couch
Thanks
chat.
for having me.
Yeah, and as always, stay obsessed.